morning.
Hiya, good morning. Just the two of you?
Yes.
Well, welcome back. Now, if you recall, we had gone from our stopover site, which was Beersted Caravan Camping Club site, just 40 odd minutes up the road, all the way to this point. So now what we're going to do is take you through the actual process, you know, gas checks, etc. And more importantly, what to do with an 8-metre caravan when trying to board the train.
I can get you on the earlier train at 7:48 if you'd like to take that earlier one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine for
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, over there and a little bit earlier.
Very
Thank
much.
you very much.
And
Thanks.
if you pop that in your window, just so my colleagues can see it. when
Yeah,
you-
okay.
Will do.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Safe journey.
Thank you. Bye. Oh, she was nice, wasn't she?
And now for the important bit, well, the bit we made a mistake at last time. Right in front of us, you can see some tiny little arrows which are pointing to the left. However, if you went to the right, you actually board the trains. But this is on the way to the service station. So see that car? We'll just follow him. Now, obviously, they're doing quite a bit in the way of roadworks here, but you go all the way around the building and then you're back in the car park, where luckily there's spaces for a big caravan. And what she gave us at check-in was a hanger for our window, and as you can see it's on my dashboard there, and we are S and then the number 3. And then comparing that to the board, S3 is on there, 7:48, and top left is the actual time now, so we've got just over an hour to kill. So let's go into that services and go and get ourselves a cup of coffee whilst we wait. Oh, and also if you got any pets, that's where you do that too. Look. And we have got 20 minutes to wait. What I tend to do also, looking at the back of the caravan here, unplug the umbilical cord so that the battery doesn't get drained because of the caravan, and the alco that's obviously off at this stage because it's not connected. That's what I do. Oh, now it's time. GoPro on, let's go. I know they've got cones all over the place, but just clock the amount of big spaces there are on the left hand side here. Quite used to large vehicles then. So we'll just follow these cars.
Good sign. France. Here we come.
Okay, now the first stop will be UK passport control. Now there's an awful lot of people trying to get on these trains and there's hardly any booths. Well, not enough in my view, but anyway, they're all full. And I kind of ignore what's written on the floor because all these lanes will merge into just the few booths anyway.
Hiya.
Morning.
Thank you.
That's great. Thank you.
Now, as you can see, this doesn't take very long at all, but the person up there is stopping me because he's clocked the fact I got a caravan and therefore my gas needs a check.
Morning.
Now this is not dissimilar to that of the ferries, but they do need to check them and make sure they're turned off. You do not need to disconnect them.
Alrighty. Can I get you to lane number 1 for me? I'm going to on the left hand side.
Well, there we go. I get over here. They see they're a bit busy, but I'll get out and get my front cover unzipped and the locker box open ready for him.
Do you mind just switch off your engine for now, please? Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. All. That's all. Everything. Are you all done? That's everything. Thank you. Oh, thank you. In a few seconds.
And so whilst the gas check didn't take very long, the next bit seemed to last for bloody ages and ages and ages, because the next stage is French passport control. The biggest problem that you've also got is the lanes are reduced to, as you can see, there are 4 green lights on this side, but the very inside lane is the one that everybody merges back into. So it takes ages. However, we did have this little bird just floating in the wind next to us. Did provide us a little bit of entertainment. But anyway, back to the matter in hand. Once again, this does not take very long, but I can see in the distance that there are low height gantry things on the right hand side, so I can't use them lanes. So I'm assuming this one right ahead is for large vehicles, and sure enough it is. So the next stop is to not go near the Flexi Plus lane, of course, because we're not Flexi Plus. But so we stay in this lane, go all the way around, where our next stage is to be assigned a boarding lane.
Number 16, get boarding.
And now the next stage after this is to actually board the train, but you can see down the end there are traffic controls and barrier controls for your lane. So you can see that around me, obviously trains being boarded, but we're not moving anywhere. So I'm not so sure that we do get on the earlier train, but there we go. We wait our turn. Now, interestingly, that coach on my left hand side will feature a bit later, but things get a move on. He actually gets to go first, look. Then at this point, this is where all the freight traffic rejoins, and as you can see, there is humongous queues there. So the trains never empty, are they? And because I'm so nimble, that service truck just stops and we have to go round it. But never mind. Oh look, there's that coach then. Now what I'm going to do is play this in real time first, and then play it again so you can see what we're looking out for. Then play it again with different camera views. Okay, I'm going to put this at double the speed because the chef de trans down there has asked me to wait. Okay, we're in, let's stop it there. So, what I was looking at, let's run this again. So, on my approach, I'm looking at the swing, this gap that I need to leave before I get onto the vehicle in the first place. Now, the black section of that trailer signifies the middle of the trailer itself. And because I got a caravan on the back, I need to make sure that I go over just a little bit to make sure that it stays within that black section. So leaving me enough room to straighten back up again. Okay, let's just watch that again from a dashboard point of view with that coach this time, and watching him also create a little bit of a gap before he comes back on to line himself up. And then because he's so tall, because look, he's nearly at the roof space, and he's got wing mirrors up the top as well. He's got to get this perfectly in line. Now, being that he's not quite as flexible as a caravan, he has to start, I don't know if you spotted that, a little bit further to the right hand side. Whereas in the caravan, we don't need to. After all, it will follow us. But again, pinching a little bit of the other side and then straightening back up again, he's on. So it's my turn with the dash cam view this time, and once again with the rear cam on the back of the caravan. Now there is a good reason for this, I just want to show you this. When you start to board, the back of the caravan will swing out, and so unlike that coach, you kind of stay in the middle here because you don't want to get too close to that fence. And so here we go, so there's that swing, and then we swing onto the caravan, giving ourselves enough room, and then that's it, through we go. And last but no means least, inside the car.
There's not a lot of room on them, is there?
No.
And so we get to real time, so we just make sure we go past the train enough before we start the turn, and then go over enough, and then watch for the swing at the back.
He's telling you to wait. Now you can go.
Now, whilst ordinarily I don't mind reversing a little bit with a caravan, but certainly do not want to be reversing down these little narrow track lanes we have here. So, my advice is keep one cabin distance, you can tell by the doors there, look, between you and the one in front. If he stops, then you've got to stop this side of the fire doors. You are, after all, a big outfit. And as if by luck, the next carriage, he stops.
Come forward, soon.
Thank you.
But that's it, fire doors down on both carriages. I don't know if you heard that, he put a chock under my front passenger wheel, I will actually go around the back and also disconnect the umbilical cord, as we don't want a flat battery, and also put the handbrake on the caravan as well, just in case, you know, belts and braces and all that. And whilst I'm at it, I might as well climb up here and change that battery in the GoPro so that you can see us getting it off the train as well, so just so you know what's involved in that. Oh, it looks like we're off then. So, did we get the 7:48 train? Time now is 8:17. Not unless it's half an hour late. Anyway, the reason why I was going to show you is the amount of room there is. So, remember, ours is an 8-foot wide caravan. So if you look down the edge, obviously it's a bit of space between your wheels. But not an awful lot of room down the side of the caravan. When you're on these. You can't hear that anyway, so I've disconnected the umbilical cord, protect the battery, change the battery on my GoPro, so should be okay. And as you can see, we're a bit damp because it's raining outside. But anyway, see you in half an hour, should be in the front side. And we're here. Stationary. But here.
It looks grey, like at home. For the moment, a bit hard to tell now. It looks overcast.
Yeah, but it's not raining like it is in the UK.
Well, I don't think so.
Well, no, a story to tell you. I just thought I'd have a little wander to see the toilets on the train.
Mm.
And after walking about 6 carriages, I turned around and came back.
Yeah, the train's bloody long.
Because it says on that sign in the first and last carriages. So I don't know how many carriages we are, but nowhere near
well,
the front.
we saw a woman go with her child that way, I'm presuming to the toilet, and she hasn't come back.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and you better come back soon, because presumably she's down there, and we're about to move. Unless she came back, you know, when I was asleep. Oh, here we go.
We're off.
Well, if we've got very little room to the side, that coach has got very little. I suppose it's about the same width.
No, its mirror is, see where those red lights are at the top? Its mirrors are just to the left of those.
Blimey.
But we're no different, I suppose, to that, because that's an 8-foot wide coach.
No,
This is
that's
an 8-foot wide caravan behind us. So.
Yeah. Right, we've got to continue to Avenue de France.
Yeah, we're good.
Look for a sign that says way out. I think which in French I think
Sortie.
is sortie, yeah. Oh.
That'll be a right. Yeah.
Where is he going? He's going.
We will be turning right, but
Oh, that's weird. That train's moving. That was weird.
Right, we're off. We're out.
And now the exit on this side is really simple. I mean, you just do one round the bend and then you straight out. And you follow that coach, look. Not that you'll have one, but you're straight on the motorway, look. Slip road straight on, handy little sign to say, don't forget you're driving on the right and on your way to Paris. I hope you found that useful. Next up will be that site in France that we're going to, not far from Disneyland Paris and not far from the train to get into Paris itself. So that's to come. And now for the customary ending. Please remember to click like, subscribe, hit the little bell, and we'll see you on the next one.